Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. Today we will be reviewing an exceptional chess game between Alexander Hoffman and Alexander Petrov, played in 1884. By saying this game is being exceptional, I am taking a lot of words of praises from this game. Let's start with the video and let's observe the brilliant masterpiece by ourselves. So the game starts with e4, the black replies with e5, knight f3, knight c6, defending the pawn. Now comes the bishop c4, and here comes the bishop c5 by black. And there's c3, knight f6, and d4. So this is a traditional opening, and everything is going as planned. And this is actually a pretty much theory. So here comes the next move. Black takes the white pawn, and white pushes again. And here comes a deviation in the game where black plays with the black plays, and it is a mistake that white does not fail to punish, and that is the knight is trapped here. It has nowhere else to go. I mean, it can't go here, and because of these two attacking the knight, and it can't go here. I mean, these two are covered with by the pawn, and the only way to only way you can um, use the death of this knight is by capturing this pawn, which is what exactly black does here, and takes the pawn at f2, and white takes the knight right away. And now discovered check by taking d takes c3 pawn, king moves, and now black plays it again. Black, and in my opinion, this c takes b2 pawn is not a good move in my opinion, because it allows black to use it to gain momentum and develop his own black bishop. So here the dark squared bishop is activated, and is also aiming at this diagonal. So yeah, so the dark squared bishop for white has been activated properly. So that's why I think this has been a mistake. And now black goes with the knight e7, putting an extra attack on the bishop. And now here white overextends by playing the move knight g5. So this move allows for a discovered attack by this allows for the discovered attack on the knight on g5. So that's what exactly black does. Black takes the bishop on d5, and with a discovered attack on the knight there. But here white plays something really different, and that's really off the script. White plays knight takes f7. So knight takes f7 is a fork here, and it is really difficult to go with it. So here this fork, you can take this knight, okay, the knight can be taken, but this allows the check on the king from here, and the most beautiful one from here, and that eventually loses this piece also as well. So I think white thought of this in here in their mind. So but black plays something really brilliant at this point, and it is actually totally difficult for us to see. I mean, we as a normal chess players, we can't observe these beautiful moves at once, but Alexander Petrov found it and he played it. Black castles here, and as black castles here, it opens the file for the rook here, the f file for rook, but gives up this queen here. And this juicy queen is something that is setting up the trap for the white here, and black falls for the white falls for it. Now that is something that, this knight who had been going from here to here, where the first mistake happened, then trying to win by using this as a positional play, but then using this to pick up the queen. This was totally a disaster for white now. White is not going to take this knight. No, that is too simple for us to see. The best move in this position is played right away by the black, and that is bishop to f2 check. Now this allows only two moves for the white king, that is either here or here. Not here, that's wrong, either here or here. So if the white king goes to g4 square, that is actually a mate in 4, so it won't be going there. And if the black king goes to h3 square, that might slow the poison and slow down the process of checkmate of the white king, but it is going down. So here white plays the best move, that is king to h3. Now white plays the best move, that is a discovered check upon the white king. The white king has only a few options here, and he plays it, that is pushing the pawn to e6. Now this pawn can't be taken since it is defended by the knight. So what does white do? I mean, what does black do here? Black goes with the next best attack here, that is knight to f4 check. So here you are seeing this king is absolutely being walked down the walk of shame here, and the king has only one place to go, and that is here. So here king goes to g4 square. Here the king goes to g4 square, and here comes the next attack. Knight takes e6 pawn. So the e6 pawn is taken by the knight, and now this knight is under attack. So what does white do? White does, what's the best move here? Of course, white takes the knight back, and this knight should now be put out of its misery now, since this has been the only piece in this game that had led to all of this right now. So the next best move is played by black, that is bishop takes e6 check. Now the white king has only two places to go, either here or here, both of which will be eventually resulting in a checkmate, and that is what black does. I mean, the white king will go to g5 square, and the black checks with the rook f5. Now white king will have to go back to the g4 square. Now white checks the white king with h5. There are very limited options for white king right now, and that is the next move that the white king is forced to play is this. So once the king moves to h3 square, the final blow comes into the place, and that is absolutely lovely, as it comes with a double check and leads to checkmate of the white king. It is a masterpiece that was played in the 19th century between two Alexanders. Both had been a master in their art, and this was an absolutely brilliant game. You can't block this check because the check is coming up from two places. You can't. Neither you can take this, and also neither you can block with this. It is absolutely stunning at how black has managed to come up with this dangerous tactic. Absolutely stunning.